Okay, so here in this situation, we're looking to find a data value if we know the mean and we know the other data values in the set. So let's write down what we know. At this point, we know that we have 5 songs that we've purchased or downloaded from the internet. So we start off and it says the average or mean of the songs is $1.23. So the question is that going to be the sample mean or is that going to be the population mean? And since we know that we downloaded 5, then that's our population because that's how many we have. We're not saying that we're choosing 5 songs from all the songs. We're talking about these specific 5, which makes this going to be the population mean. So here's what we know so far. We know the population mean is $1.23. All right. We also know that we purchased 4 songs and that those 4 songs were $1.29 each. So we also know that we have x1 is $1.29, x sub 2 is $1.29, x sub 3 is $1.29, and x sub 4 is $1.29. What we don't know is we don't know the 5th song, and that's what we're looking for. So just real quickly before we get any further with this, let's make sure we touch base on one thing, and that's this notation. This x sub 1, x sub 2, x sub 3, x sub 4. What does that mean? Well, we have 5 different values that represent the price of a song that we purchased. Those 5 things are all relating to a song. So we don't want to use different variables like x, y, z, or a, b, c, d, e, because in that case there our variables actually represent something different. So we use in this case here, in mathematics, we use the subscripts of 1, meaning this is the first one, this is the second one, and that all these things relate to each other in the sense that they're songs or they're similar things. Okay, so with that said, now we go ahead and take and plug into the formula from what we know. So using this guy right here, we have the mean, which is $1.23, is equal to $1.29 plus $1.29 plus $1.29 plus $1.29 plus we have our unknown quantity, which is our x to the 5th, and all of that is divided by 5 because this is just our normal formula for calculating the mean. All right, so our first thing we need to take care of is we need to start to simplify. So we need to kind of combine things that are alike. And let me change colors here. So we need to simplify. So when we simplify, that means we need to combine these like terms. We need to take these guys right here and put them together. All right, so I'm going to hit pause, grab my calculator, and put that stuff together. All right, so I got my calculator up here. I put those together. Notice I used multiplication because multiplication is just the idea of repeated addition. So at this point, we're sitting here with $1.23 is equal to $5.16 plus our x sub 5 divided by 5. So we combine those like terms. All right, our next thing is that we need to go ahead and solve this guy. We need to start solving. So we went from a simplification stage to now we're ready to solve for x. And to solve for x, we're going to use inverse operations. Remember that with inverse operations, the inverse of adding is to subtract, or subtracting is to add, and the inverse of multiplying is to divide. All right, so, or vice versa, the inverse of dividing is to multiply. Well, in our particular case, we have $5.16 plus x plus 5. That needs to be divided by 5. Well, the inverse of dividing by 5 is just to multiply by 5. So this way what happens is we have a 5 on top and a 5 on the bottom. Those 5's cancel. Whatever we do to one side of our equation, we must do the same thing to the other side. So we pull out our calculator again. We say 5 times 1.23. We find out that on the left-hand side over here, we have $6.15 is equal to, on the right-hand side, our 5's canceled, so we have 5.16 plus x sub 5. We're getting closer. We're still solving. We're using these inverse operations. In this case here, we have addition, but we're not trying to move the x plus 5. Remember, we're trying to get the x plus 5 by itself. That means that we're trying to actually move this guy. We're trying to get this $5.16 moved to the other side. Well, the way that we undo a positive is we put a negative. And that's kind of a confusing concept, but I think about your bank account. You know, if you have $5.16, you take away $5.16, or you spend $5.16. You're basically subtracting as a debit, not a negative. Whatever you do to one side, we must do the same thing to the other side. And then we go ahead and clean that guy up. So we draw our big fraction bar underneath. We come to the left-hand side and we subtract. Sorry, I got a little ahead of myself there with that. We subtract, we take 615. So the cool thing about the calculator is I can just say minus. So it takes that 615 and then it says answer minus my 516. Press enter, and we find out that that's 99 cents is equal to, these guys cancel each other, these 5/16s cancel, and our x to the fifth comes down. So that means that our fifth song would be 99 cents if our average was $1.23. So that would be, this is our procedure for using our mean to find an unknown data value. Using our mean to find an unknown data value.